I'm the Rules Girl, and this is Alakazoo, a family game of dice rolling and set collection for 2 to 4 players. In Alakazoo, players are wizards competing in a magic tournament, summoning fantastic creatures in order to receive the title of Arcanimus. The goal of the game is to win, and you win by having the most points at the end of the game, earned by playing spell cards to complete your fantastic creature. You start the game with a hand of spell cards, which represent summoning different body parts of a fantastic creature. A castle keeper, your assistant in the tournament which manages risk and gives the players special abilities. And a magic power token, which is used to cast spell cards and activate your castle keeper. On your turn, you'll do one of 4 things. 1. Roll the spell dice and place magic power tokens. 2. Take a spell card column or discard from your hand. 3. Use your castle keeper's powers. Or 4. Skip your turn and remove dark power tokens. The first action allows you to roll any number of spell dice. If you rolled any of these symbols, place a magic power token onto a matching rune on your portal board. This symbol means you can place a magic power token on any rune of your choice. Or place the token into a free slot on your castle keeper. But beware! If you roll a symbol but don't have any matching uncovered runes on your portal board, you must place 1 dark power token into a free slot on your castle keeper. If there are no free slots, replace a magic power token with a dark one. At the beginning of your turn, if you have 3 dark power tokens, your turn is skipped. The second action allows you to take all spell cards from 1 column. If you do this, you must then add 1 card to each column. Instead of taking a column, you can discard any number of spell cards from your hand and draw that many from the deck. The third action activates your castle keeper. Remove 1 magic power token from your keeper and do one of these 4 special abilities. 1. Discard a spell card and take 1 card from a column. 2. Exchange a spell card in your hand with a card on your portal board. 3. Take a dark power token and exchange a matching body part spell card from your portal board with one from an opponent's portal board. 4. Take a dark power token and exchange a spell card from your hand with a random one from another player's hand. The final action skips your turn, but lets you discard any dark power tokens on your castle keeper. After you've finished your actions, you may place any number of matching body part spell cards onto locations on your portal board that have 2 magic power tokens on their runes. Players may use spell cards belonging to any fantastic creature, but the body part on the card must match the location on the board. When placing a card onto your board, take 1 point if the card matches the fantastic creature on your board, and take 1 point if it's the first body part played of its type. At the end of your turn, discard down to 6 magic power tokens from your board, discard down to 4 cards, and pass the spell dice to the next player clockwise. Take a dark power token if you discarded any cards, and another if you discarded any magic power tokens. The magic tournament ends when 1 player fills the last empty location on their portal board. This player takes 1 point for being the first finished. After this, when each player has taken an equal amount of turns, the game ends. It's now time to calculate the players' final scores. Players receive 1 point for every row and column that have cards that match the same fantastic creature, or cards which belong to 3 unique fantastic creatures. If a player only has cards on their board that match their own fantastic creature, they take a point, even if their board isn't complete. Incomplete rows and columns are worth 0 points. The player with the most points wins the game. Ready to play? Each player chooses 1 portal board, 1 castle keeper, and takes 1 magic power token, slotting it into their castle keeper. Shuffle the spell card deck and deal 4 cards to each player. Deal 8 cards to create 4 columns of 2 cards each. Place the magic power, dark power, and point tokens close to the board. A random player goes first. If you liked Alakazoo, you might also like the Valley of Alchemists, another game full of magic and mythical creatures from Creative Maker. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to the Dice Tower for rules explanations, reviews, and more.